Oh no, this is not a test. This is not a test at all. What is up, guys? Sergio here. We are going to call this On the Verge of Disaster with Sergio because the only time you're going to see something like this is when we're dealing with this, with the fact that we're stuck at home and we're not able to do anything. Coronavirus day number, I don't know, 5, 6, whatever the quarantine is. So we're coming at you from the headquarters of On the Verge Productions. Uh, yeah, just having a little bit of fun with you guys. I'm Sergio. I am the owner, CEO, president, whatever you want to call this. And here we are. So we are just trying to put all this together. First show. Let's see who we got riding shotgun with me. Bam, there I am. You got me. You got Forky. And we're here. We're hanging out, playing a little bit of music. We're watching Big Trouble in Little China on, I don't know, HBO 50. What is this thing on? HBO Zone HD. That's the one thing that's good when you have so many damn channels that you can just do whatever you want. You can just watch whatever you want. There's always something for you to watch. So let's just sit here. Let's talk. Let's rap. If you're on tonight, if you're awake, we're going to try and make this a pretty frequent thing. And I believe we're able to do guests via Skype, FaceTime, Google Hangouts, all that good stuff. So you're going to get a lot of me over the next couple of weeks because guess what? We're quarantined. We can't do anything. I don't have any human interaction for the most part. My lovely fiance Myrna, my son Andrew. But for the most part, like this time of night, they're asleep. I'm still awake. So I'm forced to entertain myself. So this is how we entertain ourselves. So my partner this evening is Forky. You may know Forky from Toy Story 4. Yeah, that's right, Toy Story 4. He is a spork with stuff on him and some googly eyes. So what's up, Forky? Hey, what's up, Sergio? We're just hanging out here. And then my other friend here, Mr. Coors Banquet. These are my my co-hosts this evening. So, what's been going on in the world? Coronavirus, more coronavirus. Just a whole lot of stuff, man. Just it's a new world for everybody. It's a new way to live. Everything has changed. Even the stuff that we eat has changed because, seriously, it's not like you have pickings anymore. You just gotta go get whatever they got at the store. There's not like, oh, I think tonight we're going to go have steak, or, oh, tonight I think I want chicken. It's literally like, today I think I want rack of lamb on a Tuesday because I don't have any other meat. Or today I think we'll have corned beef hash or Spam. There's just so many different things out there that we're all experiencing for the first time. Somebody online said that it was like an episode of Chopped on the Food Network. I believe it's Chopped where they give them like a basket of just random stuff. And they're like, here, make a meal out of it. Make the best meal you can out of it. And it's like, well, we got pickled pig's feet and olives and sardines and a salad in a bag, and Jell-O sugar-free pudding. It's like, let's make a meal out of that. So that's kind of how this is right now. That's how our new world is right now. Let's take another look at over here. We got a Big Trouble in Little China playing on, like I said, HBO Zone, I believe. Shout out to HBO for keeping me company this evening. And if you've never seen Big Trouble in Little China, it's a really good movie. It was made in the 80s. It's got Kurt Russell in it. There's Kurt Russell right there. And some little Asian guy. And there's a lot of fighting. There's a dude that looks like Raiden from Mortal Kombat in it. They're like three ninjas or whatever they are that have these really mystical, awesome powers. And Kurt Russell and they were trying to save this girl. Good movie. Big Trouble in Little China. Let's see Let's see if we can find the info on Big Trouble in Little China. Let's see here. I wonder what the plot is. What does it say? Come on. Big Trouble in Little China, a truck driver helps a friend rescue his Chinese fiancée, who has been kidnapped by a cursed sorcerer, attempting to marry her in order to regain his human form. It's got Kurt Russell, Kim Cattrall. Kim Cattrall's in it. And I don't know who these other people are. John Carpenter did direct it. And it was released in 86. So, you know, the wardrobe, the music, but there's some good fight scenes in this thing. So, you know, we're just going to switch back and forth between me and Big Trouble in Little China and obviously Forky over here. So let's get back to Forky over here. Forky, what's up, buddy? Hey guys, it's me, Forky. Just hanging out here with Sergio. He's been drinking a couple beers, so just don't mind him, okay? Okay. Thanks, Forky. So, yeah, we're just doing this. We're going to play a little bit of music in the background just to have some sound. We're going to have a movie in the background just to have a movie. And we're going to evolve this thing into a show. Now, in case you don't know, I do have a successful Facebook Live show. It's Facebook Live podcast called Law and Disorder. Check us out at Disorder Law. We are on weekly Facebook Live. We upload it to YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and a couple of various places. But this right here is something that we're going to try, in addition to that, to just keep us going through the coronavirus pandemic. So, you know, you guys stick around. Maybe you'll enjoy it, maybe you won't. And you know what? That's okay. It's an experiment. That's what you do with experiments. Also, there's like a really good scene going on right now where, let's go back to the movie here. Damn, Big Trouble in Little China. Kurt Russell's going down in this, like, thing. I don't know. So, one of the things we're going to talk about here, obviously the new normal in coronavirus life, coronavirus safety tips. We can talk about that too. I did have a good one today for people. Like when you go to the gas pump, make sure you wear like a glove or get one of those towels that you know you use for the squeegee. Get that and use that on the buttons, and then also use that on the gas pump itself, because some people don't think about this. Who really cleans the gas pump? Even if they tell an attendant to go out there and clean, what are they really going to go clean? They're probably just going to go clean the little keypad. But are they really going to like Lysol the actual pump itself? No, because they think it's, you know, it's gasoline. It's probably going to be pretty sanitized, you know, or so infumigated that it'll kill whatever. But yeah, just a little simple thing, because who knows? That right there could save your life, or at least keep you from getting coronavirus. So we'll call that coronavirus tip of the night. And I'll see if I can do that, make that a nightly thing. How about that? A coronavirus nightly tip. So I don't have the coronavirus, by the way. I have allergies, and the allergies have been kicking my butt. Because that's the one thing that's really hurting us right now, is that we are dead into allergy season. There's pollen everywhere. I mean, like literally, it's like you see like pollen on your cars, on the hood of your car in the morning. It's disgusting. Just this yellow film of dust. And, you know, when you're sitting there sniffling and coughing, and you go to the store, people are like, oh man, this guy here, he should have wore a mask, and he should have wore the hazmat. He probably shouldn't have even come in. It's like, no, it's not coronavirus. It's freaking allergies. Zyrtec has been my friend. Claritin has been my friend. Benadryl in some cases. Sometimes I've been taking all of them. Zylol is another good one I've been hearing about. But yeah, it's just allergies, guys. I sounded way worse yesterday. I sound a whole lot better today. I feel fine. I'm breathing fine. Everything's good. Just allergies. You know, some people are just going to have allergies. It's Texas. It's that time of year. We're going to be a little nasally, you know. But I don't know. We're just rolling along here, seeing what's going on in the world. It's Saturday night. It's the first Saturday night since the coronavirus got really big, to where they closed down the bars and everything. So how is that treating everybody? You know, it's Saturday night. You're used to going out to the bar, having a drink. You're used to going, you know, hanging out with your buddies. Go out, you know, pick up women, pick up men, you know, whatever everybody's out there doing, just enjoying life. It's also spring break for a lot of colleges and a lot of high schools. Kids are used to being out and about, with their friends, hanging out, going to the movies, the mall, whatever they do, get coffee. None of that. None of that's going on right now. Like, our world has completely changed over the course of a couple of weeks. I mean, I was in Las Vegas. This time, 14 days ago, I was in Las Vegas. And it was a fight night. It was a UFC championship fight night. And it was a little slower than normal, in my opinion. I thought Vegas was just a hair slower. Like, it wasn't as fast-paced as I'm used to Vegas being. So, I knew it was a little different. But now, 14 days later, you see videos online of people just strolling down Las Vegas Boulevard, and there's nothing. Strolling down the strip, nothing. Everything's turned off. There's no cars. It's really eerie. It's like a zombie apocalypse movie. Times Square. I saw a video today of a guy in Times Square. I believe it was on Facebook Live. And some guy was just riding his bicycle down Times Square in the dead middle of Times Square. Nobody around him. What the heck? I mean, seriously, when in our life would we have expected that? At any point in our life, would we have expected that? So it really has changed. Like everything has changed. So it's really, really eerie, really odd. But we're here. So, keeping some music going, having fun, just rocking and rolling. That's all we can do. So let's see here. I'm my own producer too, so that's like a whole other thing because I got to produce and I got to entertain, and I do a horrible job at both. So you'll have to forgive me. I'm going to do my best here. Like I said, we're going to try this. We're going to try this a couple of times, see how it works, see if it gets any traction. If anybody's like, "Oh, this is just the greatest ever." I got badass kung fu going on in the background. Kurt Russell with a Uzi, and Kim Cattrall tied up. Just whatever, just awesomeness going on here. Me and a little Forky guy are just hanging out on a Saturday night drinking beer. Like I said, the family's asleep. We're going to try and make it a night thing. We're going to try to make it for the night owls. See if anybody's around. See if anybody wants to interact. You're always welcome to interact. You're always welcome to ask questions, concerns, comments. We'll take all of it. We will take every ounce of it. So, yeah, just hang out, drink some beer, listen to some music, and just talk to ourselves and to a mythical spork guy here. Sporky. Yeah, there you go. So, there's this book. Let me show you this book here. This book here. It's called Ghost Stories of Terrell, Texas. Terrell, Texas. That's where I'm from. That's where I live. It's my hood. There is a place here in Terrell. There's a group of people here. Paranormal people. Paranormal researchers. They do what's called the Terrell Ghost Walk. It was supposed to start up, I believe, this week for the season. But unfortunately, the weather has kind of put a damper in that. And then obviously the coronavirus has put a damper in that. So unfortunately, that's not happening right now. They do have this book that has all these cool stories of this town. Anybody that knows anything about this town, we were founded in the 1800s. We've got a ton of historical landmarks. So guess what? They're old. We got tons of old houses. Guess what? They're old. They got history. There's stuff going on in them. We've got a insane asylum. Back then, it was an insane asylum. Now it's considered a state hospital. I guess that's the politically correct name, is state hospital. So we're gonna read some of these stories. I'm gonna read these stories to you guys to educate you guys and maybe scare you just a little bit. Just give you just a little bit of entertainment. So let's set the mood here. Let's set the scary mood. Let me get up here and turn down a light. Ooh, it got dark really quick. Hold on, it got dark really quick. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm gonna get some music on here. Where's my music? Where is my music here? Oh, check this out. Check this out. Ooh, ooh, we got music. I'm gonna turn down Big Trouble in Little China over here. Ooh, we got music. We got scary music. Check this out. Bam. Ooh, you remember this? Yeah, you hang around the campfires and you just tell scary stories at night. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell a scary story. Let's do it, huh? What do you think? Let's do it. Let's see if I can read in the dark too, because I'm gonna keep it dark. So, the story is titled "The Awning Collapse." There's a quote here. There is a saying in Tibetan: tragedy should be utilized as a source of strength. No matter what sort of difficulties, how painful experience is, if we lose our hope, that's our real disaster. And that was written by the Dalai Lama 14th. So let's talk about this, shall we? It was November in the year of 1884, and it began as a beautiful festive day. Families were gathering picnic lunches and blankets to sit down. The ladies wore wide-brimmed hats to keep the sun off their skin, as was the style back then. Today was the day that the Sells Brothers Circus came to town. They started the festivities by parading the circus performers down Moore Avenue. It was a great day and is even expressed by a new mural painted on the side of the former Bryn Opera House. Over 500 spectators gathered along Moore Avenue, and the sun beat down on the viewers. The men decided that it would be beneficial to place the women and children underneath the awnings, fashioned like verandas, that dawned the stores to keep them shaded. To make room for them, the men gathered atop the sturdy coverings, allowing for a great view while keeping their families out of the direct sun and heat. It was just after 10 a.m. There were at least 100 men on top of the canopies before the unthinkable happened. One of the wooden awnings collapsed completely, trapping an unknown number of women and children underneath. The iron rods that held up the building in front of the Mississippi dry goods store, owned by Morris Bryn, fell into the windows and the roof partially collapsed. Individuals were caught below the rubble. The fall from above resulted in other casualties. At least 4 were killed at the scene, and 75 were severely hurt, some fatally. During the accident, those in need of aid were taken into the closest businesses for treatment. As a treatment to the heroism of those involved, even the parading circus participants jumped into action to assist, led by Alan Sells, the circus owner. As well, the spectators on the other side of the street ran to help. Local newspapers provided a partial list of those affected. Some were noted to have fatal injuries, but there is no definitive list of those that perished or survived. The children that were involved were not listed by name, only those adults, with a notation that a child was with the victim. At the time, there were no hospitals in Terrell, and many of those that attended the parade were from neighboring towns. Complete records were difficult, if not impossible, to keep. Witness reports of child apparitions are abundant in the small business district. We assume that one of the reasons we have so many stories may be because of this tragic day. Child spirits are so prevalent in the locations discussed in this book, it is impossible to keep up with each story. Most buildings have at least one report of a child spirit. It is pure speculation the awning collapse could be a possibility of these reports. The apparition Lizzie, that we discuss so much through the remainder of this book, may or may not be involved in this unfortunate incident. Ooh, that's freaky. So there was a freaking awning, or I guess a canopy, that these men decided that they wanted to stand on. And they're like, yeah, we'll stand on it. Surely nothing's going to happen. There's only 100 of us, and all of our women and children will be underneath, and they'll be safe from the heat. They'll get a little bit of shade, and we can get a good view of the circus coming into town. Yeah, what tells you that 100 men can get on an awning and that thing's not going to come crashing down? So that just goes to tell you how naive they were back then, as far as engineering and all that goes. But man, that's just kind of weird. And that's one story in this book. That's not even all the book. That is one story in this book. Again, this book is called The Ghost Stories of Terrell, Texas, by Brenda Newby and Mary Jo Woodruff. And I'm going to read excerpts of this book. I'm going to read stories from this book, from this town that I grew up in and that I still live in. Stuff that I've never heard of. I've literally never heard that story. And every chapter I'm going to read to you guys, I'm not going to read it beforehand because I want to read it and feel the willies just like everybody else would. You know? It's freaky. It's freaky, isn't it? Good Lord, this music's kind of starting to scare me. Hold on. Okay. Let's get off of this damn music. This music's really starting to freak me out. Hold on. Music, you're starting to freak me out, buddy. Okay. Alright, let's get off this music. Scurry music. Just any old music's better right now. Literally anything's better. So, let's see what's going on with Big Trouble in Little China. So yeah, that's just one scary story. So if you haven't caught that, like I said, the book is called The Ghost Stories of Terrell, Texas. And yeah, there's like 20 something chapters, and it's just one after another scary story of this little town that I'm in. So it'd be pretty awesome. We'll share it. We'll talk about it. I'm going to get them on the show. I'm going to get them on one or both of these shows. Either this show or my other show, Law and Disorder. Shout out to Caitlin Horst, my co-host on Law and Disorder. She got engaged today. How awesome is that? She's been with her boyfriend for 3 years. They've known each other for quite a while. They went to high school together and all that. And he actually proposed to her at a place that they have common interest in from high school, from their younger years. So that's cool. But yeah, that's awesome. You know, in this world of turmoil and drama going on here, quarantining and all that good stuff, it's good to hear good things happening to people, you know, because this is going to end at some point, whether it's now or a month from now or 6 months from now or a year from now. It's going to end. We're going to get back to quote unquote normal. And some of the stuff that goes on in a normal life is people get engaged. They'll get married. They'll have children. All that good stuff. So, ooh, this is a freaky part of the movie. Check this out. Bam. Oh, we missed it. We missed the part where like fire and lights were coming out of his eyes. So, yeah. On the Verge DFW. That's our page. You can find us on the Verge DFW on YouTube. And we're just going to post stuff. We're going to post content. If any of you have a band, church group, anything that you want to promote, anything that you want to help distribute during this time, I'd love to be a part of it. In any way, shape, or form, we would love to be a part of it to help you guys out, because that's what it's about, right? Helping each other out and trying to get our content out there. You know, we got to entertain. We got to entertain people in a whole different way than we've ever had to entertain before. So, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be a part of the new world of entertainment, whatever that may be. So, is that enough for tonight? I think everybody's like, oh, shut up. Show number ones are always awkward. You know, first episode, first time for everything. You know, the good news is it's not the last one. The bad news is it's not the last one. I'll be back. Oh, excuse me. That's horrible. I don't have a co-host, so I can just do that. It's not bothering anybody. Yeah. Shout out to everybody for watching, enjoying. You know, we're trying this. We're going to keep trying this. We're calling this On the Verge of Disaster with Sergio. I'm your host, Sergio. You know, you'll see more episodes of this coming up very soon. I think we're going to do this again probably tomorrow. I think we're going to try and go a couple times a week. Why not? What else do we have to do? What else do you have to do? Nothing. Just sit here, watch, enjoy. Why the heck not? You know, it's It's just good entertainment. Wholesome, good, You guys will find out for yourself. Let's leave you with a little bit of Big Trouble in Little China. Thank you to the sponsors, obviously, on the Verge Productions. What's the other one? Young Ideas, Dish Network. They handle dish service all over the country. Even though they're based in Wills Point, Texas, they provide mobile internet, prepaid mobile internet, Dish Network, Dish Latino, all kinds of Google services as well. If you want a Nest, if you want the doorbells, all that good stuff. All that stuff. Young Ideas Dish. Thanks to you guys. They're the ones that bring us this broadcast every single show. So shout out to Young Ideas. So on behalf of them and myself, I'm Sergio. I'll holler at you guys next time.